Hello from Bali. This is a podcast pigeon of peace where we do discuss awesome skills of troubleshooters. Watch, listen, and check the description below for the details. Let's talk about Sisu and let's start with the definition.
Сису is a quite Finnish word, and it means that something is about character. This about how to be выносливый.
Endured.
That's how to be endured, how to work hard, how to fulfill your job, how to complete your task, how to deal with something which is quite complicated. This about courage. This about how to go forward, how to do not afraid of obstacles.
And whether it's related to maybe like mentality or philosophy, or as you said, like as a part of the character, and what might be the historical background of this word, of this definition to appear.
If you'll found Finland on a map, you will see that this surrounded by icebergs and a very cold sea. And if you will start just even to clean your yard, you will find it's quite hard. So you have wind, you have cold weather, you have not so many sun, and usual people will become lazy and they will refuse to work. But Finnish people, they say, this is our land, we will stand on the ground, we will work everything in time. When you will, for example, be in Japan, you will find a lot of tired people because they work so hard, and we have even such a name for this condition, is which means is karosi. Karosi is so hard working people will die because they want to fulfill everything at once and they have no ability to live. But Sisu, this how to stay alive. For example, if you will go to hunt, maybe you will spend 3 to 4 days and you will find no prey, but you forced to carry heavy backpack, your gun, ружье,
Gun
gun or
or
railgun,
shotgun.
shotgun, and so on. And any night you should find some wood to make a fire. You should create some kind of barn, shalash,
Chalet.
temporary chalet to live, and then you will leave it. Just leave, but you have spent so many efforts on it. So you will go ahead without any sorrow.
And when we actually trying to like embrace this quality, whatever it might be, like a call it in our head, because usually I do believe people not be saying like, hey, this is just like a sisu, and maybe they have like a different images, or maybe like different mantras or whatever kind of things that help them to like keep going. So what might be, I would say, the principles, what might be the motivation, what might be like some like a pushing or even like a pulling power that lets you to be in tenants, that let you not to bend, that let you go forward.
Let's see this from a back door. When you live in India, or if you will stay in Cambodia, you will find that some people will say, our life is so easy. I have place to live, and they, for example, stay in box after the TV set. And for example, they just trying to pick up some veg or fruits from the ground and from the tree. But if you will live in Finland, you have such an options. Nothing will grow on the tree. And if you want to fish, if you want to hunt, if you want to grow something, for example, for a bread, you will spend so many forces and you will spend so many calories. You should think several times what to do. So you could live, for example, in India under the bench, but it's quite impossible in Finland. So people take much more efforts to build their houses. They spend much more fuel to heat their streets and their factories and so on. And they should wear much more clothes. So they should be all time thinking, is it worth to do or not? For example, some people think that forests are completely full with deers or maybe some other animals, and rivers are full with fishes, but just in opposite way. Sometimes you will go for 2 weeks and you will find nothing, just snow in the forest, and maybe you will stay for several days at the bank of the river and you will not catch anything. And in this case you should have cans. In this case you should have dried meat and dried fish and a lot of different storages.
And when we actually try to, like when we get familiar with the concept, whether it's also something that could be used in our day-to-day life, because, like the same principles, the same way of we behave with the, like at the frontier, at the wild nature could be also applied, like maybe even in a corporate world.
I will give you an example in your personal life. You could live as you like. Now you're at Bali, but anyway, you are coming to these recordings, and we make it maybe quite late. And you also write articles. All people maybe they just laying on the beach drinking beer, but you spending your time to build the small bricks of your future success. It's quite Sisu. So you could have an easy life and you will have nothing at the end of it, or you could spend much more time for your job, for your health, for your future, and you will build a castle of your own.
And when we look, actually, I think might be a good point. Like it's, like there's always should be some sort of like an end or maybe like yet another milestone. So when we're trying to apply Sisu, yes, I do believe it might be, like just staying alive, but maybe there is something more. There is, like maybe we could care about our loved ones. Maybe we just want to make sure that, we will have something that will stay for ages. So what might be like not really the terminal point, but something that, like might be considered as a big goal of Sisu.
When you will go, for example, to the school in a big capital, you will just go to subway station or bus station or rail station. You will just buy a ticket and you will go by yourself. But for example, if you live in Finland, you rather will run or you will go by snow, by winter, by метель, blizzard. By blizzard, and it would be not so easy. For example, even in China and Mongolia, sometimes people will come to the school and they have a very burned cheeks because of the snow, and you will drink not just water from the fridge, you will drink water from the pipe, and it has temperature like 14 degrees. I have been working in Finland, and it is impossible to drink something from the pipe. Yes, it just clean water and it has no smell and no dust in it, but it's very cold. So you will use your hands to warm it up. In our life, we usually we take something from the teapot and we wait until it would be making some cooler. But in Finland, everything is just opposite. In our countries, you will see from the window sun and you will smile. But in Finland, you will never look at the windows because you will not see there something which is pleasant. So you will create it by candles or by picturing or maybe by your clothes.
Well, I do believe this is actually the good explanation of how our coming will lead to a bigger goal. And we review the skill of Sisu and how it could be helpful for us. Stay in peace.